WarioWare came out with a new video game. Some people liked it, others decided to be cringe. Boo! You clearly don't get it. It's actually a really cool crossover. However, in rating WarioWares, which after some bubbling and stewing on it, yes, Smooth Move stands alone. I get it. I am just a psychopath. There was a theoretical game on that list that could probably never exist.
And you know, this really shows the problem with Western civilization. Everybody's wrong about Wario, and it's so fucked up. Now, I made a few gamer essays in the past, but WarioWare DIY was my first good one. My general thesis was that the game would be incredible with proper online, and also it couldn't have proper online. People do be drawing titties. What does proper online look like? Well, imagine popping open a WarioWare mix and having no clue what's popping up at all. I mean, you could be seeing whether more shits or butts.
I really wanted to share this with my mom. I really did, but I made the best version of WarioWare.
And the internet ruined it. Let's roll back to 2010, and not a young internet, but one where being horrible was indeed a comedy cheat code. The DIY creation tool was amazing to me as a 12-year-old. You would spend 2 hours on a game that lasts 5 seconds and sucked ass. Thankfully, with online, oh, you suck ass too? The only way to gain microgames not made by yourself was to have friends, either online or in person, neither of which were options for me.
A lot of my time playing WarioWare as a kid was spent not playing WarioWare, and instead begging strangers online, please be my friend. As you can see, not much has changed, baby. Subscribe to the channel. Woo!
However, and I'm going to die for even mentioning this, you can mod video games. The proper online that fans came up with was embodied in Dojinsoft, a repository for DIY content. The DIY content was stored in .mio files. That's abbreviated for made in Ore. Using programs such as DIY Edit and just that one, it seriously does everything. You can inject the games into a save and have up to 90 custom microgames of your choosing. However, using a crafty tactic that was abused in the early days when saves didn't work, you can actually inject these same games over the microgames that are in the game by default on your backup ROM. Use both of these tactics and you have over 180 microgames you've never seen before, all mixed up and ready to play at any given time. What's stopping everyone from playing this absolutely insane experience? Time.
The batch downloading feature in Dojinsoft just didn't work very well. I'm sorry to all the card enthusiasts. Please stay fuck.
This is WarioWare with the 185 games from a pool of over 100,000. And this is something you can simply download below. And before you do, I will say, do not download this if you're a minor. Do not download this if you have any serious sexual triggers.
Because you will find them. People in 2010 were just fucked up. Zero morals. Not a civilized society. Thank God all those people are gone, right?
Orbulon's games are made to test your IQ. Sex! God damn it, I must be fucking stupid. Discovering these games is just so fun. There's something viscerally hilarious about this shit. There's some flaws in this experience, for sure. Some that could be fixed because it's possible to curate. It's not, I lied. By the way, this game playing right now is unedited. It's called Super Slow. A big part of what makes WarioWare appealing is its ability to immediately show you who you are, what's the conflict, what's the resolution? And here they take the approach of good luck, fucker.
And the card swipe task is a little frustrating, so I think... Why'd he leave? This is his house. Anyways. Whoa, Joey, how do you manage to escape the clutches of Nintendo? Are you Harry Houdini, mayhaps? No, I'm Penn and Teller, because I'm gonna tell you how it works, and I made a shitty game at one point.
First, unpack the ROM. The best tool to do this with is NDS tool. Grab your .mio file downloaded from Dojinsoft and go to E/G and MNJM OB and NV is what you're looking for. Plop your files in there, overwriting the GP files that are already in there, and bow, you are now a hacker. Watch out, Nintendo's gonna fucking kill you. Rebuild the ROM also with NDS tool, and it just works. As for injecting it into the .sav, you'll just need DIY edit. Take a .sav from the game, open it up in the program, and you're given a lot of options. Here you can inject records and comics, which I may include in the randomizer someday, but what we're really interested in is games. I'm a gamer. Here's the thing though, you can only do one game at a time, which begs the question, how is DIY Randomizer adding 185 games faster than I can add one game in DIY Edit? Well, this doesn't use DIY Edit at all. The thing that surprised me, probably because I'm unfamiliar with more back-end stuff, is that when you add a game to a save, all you're doing is changing a few hex values. This is seriously everything in a game, and right next to it is the next game. So how did I manage to craftily use a hex editor to change properties en masse? I didn't. Instead, I used my Nippon Steel to slash up the save file, one before games, one after games, and I kind of made a game sandwich with it, which is what I would like to eat as a gamer. So using the batch command type, I combined every game in a folder into one file, and then just gamer sandwich. Whoa, buddy, how do you get all those video games in the first place? Did you fucking steal them from small indie companies? Well, no, you can download the entirety of Dojinsoft, the entire website, with one simple click. It's surprisingly lightweight for all the content it hosts. Relatively, it's still 2.2 gigs unzipped, and because you're unzipping a lot of files, it takes a while. But once you unzip those files, oh no. Don't be fooled, this isn't a special format. This is just another name for a zip file, which honestly presents a bit of a big problem. That was nearly immediately solved, by the way, by this hero willing to write a Python script that chose files, split them up randomly, and then unzip them. That's huge. This Python script does most of the heavy lifting. The rest of my batch script just does the dirty work I talked about up to this point.
Boom, done. You have now successfully played one of the best WarioWare games, and it sucks ass.
Hey, thanks for the wait on this video. If you want to see things a bit early as well as contribute, visit my Patreon. Last month we had green screens you could get. That was me dressed as Pyra because I'm hot and I want to show it. Okay, bye.